The term foreign workers in Malaysia refers to individuals entering the country for low-skill employment under the visit pass temporary employment system. This excludes high-skilled professionals under the job pass, their dependents, and foreign spouses engaged in job activities. The majority come from neighbouring countries like Indonesia, Bangladesh, Nepal, and the Philippines, covering various professions. The Federation of Malaysia Manufacturers predicts 1 million foreign workers by 2023. The government's foreign worker recruitment relaxation plan has boosted recruitment. According to the FMM Business Conditions Survey, 59% of companies believe they can meet foreign workers' demands, with 40% facing delays in visa processing. Despite challenges, 34% of respondents expressed interest in occasional partnership for work-integrated learning programs.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Yazid, and now I will continue for the factors on negative impact of foreign workers. Malaysia's economy has changed dramatically in the recent decades due to the growth and modernization. This rise has raised labour demand, especially in manufacturing, construction, and agriculture. Malaysia hired foreign workers who today make up a large part of the workforce to meet its requirement. The first is that Malaysia's economy is growing faster than its workforce. Due to the labour supply and demand issues, it lacks trained and unskilled workers, especially in risky, heavy and dangerous tasks that many Malaysians are hesitant to do. Many factors induce this, including lack of education and training funding. Malaysia doesn't produce enough graduates with company-needed capabilities. This implies, especially to STEM professions, the mismatch arises between the workforce advantage and the demands of the economy. Many Malaysians possess training in outmoded areas, while a labour shortage exists in quickly increasing businesses. Secondly, an increasing amount of evidence show the likelihood that local workers' wages have been cut as a result of big number of foreign workers in numerous countries. Research has demonstrated that the existence of foreign labourers is associated to reduced pay of workers from indigenous countries in both profession and unskilled professions. Lowering wages may have detrimental consequences on population nearby. Economic injustice may come from it as the wealth and poverty discrepancies expand. Insufficient income for local labourers can result in financial troubles, frustration with society, and a deterioration in the general level of living. Articles in the news recently have brought attention to Malaysia's wages depression problem. Despite an increase in the cost of living, local construction workers' salary has remained flat in recent years. According to a 2023 report in the Star newspaper, the research blamed the surge in foreign workers' workforce in the construction sector for this harm. The Malaysian Trades Union Congress (MTUC) undertook a study that was published in the New Straits Times in 2023. The analysis indicates that the presence of foreign workers in the manufacturing sector has resulted in a fall in salaries for local workers. According to the analysis, compensation for manufacturing workers in the local region climbed by 2.2% between 2010 and 2022. Although pay for workers in other nations increased by 4.2% during the same time frame, there is no simple response to the complicated and multi-faced problem of the wage decrease. Nonetheless, local workers' income are decreasing as a result of the overall reliance of foreign labourers. That's all from me. Now Alif will continue for the next factors.
Thank you, Yazid. Next, I will go to the another factors leading to negative impact of foreign workers. For the third one is country currencies differ clearly. Malaysia has a larger currency than outside. Exchange rates changes can affect people's and businesses' purchases. Foreigners' home country exchange rates may range greatly from Malaysia. A good exchange rate make working in Malaysia quite profitable. Foreigners' income in their home currency rises when the ringgit weakens. With the same ringgit earnings, they can buy more goods and services back home. If the ringgit strengthens, expat home currency income may lose value, lowering their purchasing power and well-being. Malaysia overseas workers employ several methods to mitigate currency rate fluctuation. They include financial diversification, such as investing in many assets in both their original currency and ringgit, protect your money from exchange rate swings. To swap currencies, foreign workers can exchange their ringgit earnings into their home currency at favorable exchange rates via currency exchange services. By planning expenditures and saving for requirement, financial stability can be maintained despite currency fluctuation. Then, next method is home currency savings. Saving in their local currency may protect against ringgit exchange rate swings. Their desire to operate in Malaysia may be due to this tactic. Finally, the belief that more Malaysian amenities are more efficient than those in the workers' home nation contribute to the negative consequences of foreign labor. This idea could increase the number of overseas workers seeking better services and opportunity. This strains the receiving national infrastructure and public services. Improved infrastructure may boost demand for healthcare, education, and other important services, straining established institutions. The belief that Malaysia has better amenities may deter some foreign workers from completely blending into the indigenous culture and community, hindering social unity and cultural integration. Strategic planning and resource allocation are crucial to addressing the effect of increased demand while creating a cohesive and inclusive environment for local and international communities.
Malaysia's robust economic growth has created a surge in demand for labour across sectors, suppressing the available workforce. This has led to shortage in both skilled and unskilled workers, especially in physically demanding or hazardous jobs like construction, agriculture, and manufacturing. Locals tend to avoid these roles due to safety concerns or a preference for less demanding work environments, exacerbating the labour shortage in these critical sectors. Limited funding for education and training in Malaysia has resulted in a shortage of graduates with essential skills, particularly in STEM fields. This scarcity hinders companies, especially in technology or engineering, from finding qualified local candidates for specialized roles. For instance, in technology, the need for individual skill in coding or specialized software development may prompt companies to seek talent from other countries due to insufficient training opportunities locally. In the construction sector, a growing influx of foreign workers accepting lower wages makes it difficult for local construction workers to navigate higher pay. Consequently, local workers face strictened or minimally growing wages despite the increasing cost of living. Consider a situation where local workers experience wages stagnation or decline. The situation can lead to economic disparities within communities. Workers might struggle to meet their financial needs, resulting in increased debt, difficulties in affording basic necessities, and a lower quality of life. This economic imbalance can create social tensions and dissatisfaction within society. The issue of wages decline due to over-reliance of foreign labour is complex. It's influenced by various factors such as labour market dynamics, governmental policies, and industry demands. There's no straightforward solution to this issue. It requires a comprehensive approach considering multiple variables. Imagine a foreign worker earning wages in Malaysia when their home currency is weaker than the Malaysia ringgit. In the Malaysia ringgit weakness against their currency, their earnings in Malaysia ringgit translates to more money when converted back home, enhancing their purchasing power. This advantageous financial situation allows them to buy more goods and services in their home country with the same amount of Malaysia ringgit earned, creating a financial benefit for the worker. Fluctuations in exchange rate can have both positive and negative effects on a foreign worker's income. If the Malaysian ringgit strengthens against their home currency, their earnings in Malaysian ringgit when converted might decrease in value. This situation lowers their purchasing power in their home country, affecting their financial well-being. Rapid influx of foreign residents in a specific geographical area or nation presents a formidable challenge, placing considerable strain on essential public services, particularly healthcare and transportation. The surge in population inevitably leads to increased demands on public facility, potentially overwhelming existing resources and affecting the quality of service available. The strain on transportation infrastructure worsened with increasing development demand from a growing population, manifested in highlighted congestion levels, prolonged commute times for both residents and foreign workers, and the looming potential for disruptions in the stability and reliability of public transit services. A significant factor contributing to the reliance on foreign workers in Malaysia is the mismatch between the skills possessed by many Malaysians and the demands of a rapidly growing economy. Local workers often have training in traditional sectors that don't align with the skill sets needed in expanding industries, such as technology-driven sectors like cyber security or data analysis. This mismatch creates shortage in expertise, leading Malaysia to turn to foreign workers, especially in industries facing a lack of skill or willing local labor.
Malaysia's growing economy is outpacing the increase of its workforce, resulting in a scarcity of both skilled and unskilled labor. This problem, which is especially noticeable in 3D employment and caused by a mismatch between the educational system and industrial requirements, requires a complete solution to tackle the problem of economic growth, surpassing the development of the labour force. A comprehensive and multifaceted strategy is required. First and foremost, educational institutions must modify their approach and give priority to STEM subjects to produce a workforce that possesses the essential skills. Furthermore, training programs must be easily accessible to both individuals who are currently unemployed and those who are employed to enhance their skills or acquire new ones that are relevant to developing industries. Furthermore, governmental regulation should provide incentives for firms to allocate resources toward automation and technology to decrease dependence on human labor. Ultimately, fostering a culture that values continuous learning and empowering individuals to assume responsibility for their skill enhancement is essential for achieving sustained success. Malaysia can achieve sustainable economic growth and reduce reliance on foreign labour by tackling the skills gap and promoting a versatile workforce. In the realm of transportation, this approach involves developing and maintaining distinct public transit systems for foreigners and residents. Locals or residents who contribute to the tax base would receive subsidized fares or other benefits to enhance their commuting experience. This exclusivity ensures that the government's financial support is channeled directly into improving transportation services for those who fund it through their tax contributions. As a potential new option, we have contemplated putting up to the governments the idea of imposing a time limit on the duration of contract for work performed by foreign workers, because we need to safeguard the locals, particularly recent graduates in certain industries, from employment that requires either a high level of expertise or a low level of talent. Not only that, but also because to avoid an excessive amount of foreign workers from being dumped, this solution can be presented and regulated in the Parliament.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hafiz bin Yahya, and I will continue the video with the analysis of the solutions. The issue of economic growth outpacing labour force development can be solved by a few solutions. For the first solution, which is for training programs to be readily available for both the unemployed and employed. There are many advantages, as learning new marketable talents increases a person's versatility and adaptability. Besides that, training programs provide individuals with the ability to take charge of their career pathways. However, people may not have equal access to training programs due to reasons such as financial limitations. For the second solution, government policies to aim at incentivizing businesses to invest in automation and technology. Businesses can run more efficiently and produce more when repetitive and normal jobs are automated. However, one of the main concerns of rising automation and technology is job displacement. Workers who were previously in charge of certain duties may lose their jobs as a result. Besides that, there may be a large upfront cost associated with implementing automation technologies. Next, the issue of wage depression due to foreign workers can be also solved by establishing effective minimum wage policies across all sectors. The ability to pay for needs like food, shelter, healthcare, and education allows workers to live a better life overall. A fair salary reduces financial stress in workers. However, employment losses could arise, particularly for those with low skill levels. Some companies, especially small ones, can find it difficult to absorb rising labor expenses and might decide to cut staff as a result. Besides that, the issue of the differences between currencies of countries can be solved by diversifying financial holdings between Malaysian ringgit and one's home's currency. This can protect against exchange rate volatility, serving as a risk management strategy to offset the potential negative impact of currency depreciation. However, this can create complexity and potentially lead to increased transaction cost. Lastly, the issue of surge in foreign population strain vital public services can be solved by limiting the time of contracts for foreign workers. This makes it possible for the workforce to be more dynamic, which may lessen rivalry for positions. Furthermore, limiting contract duration prevents some businesses from relying too much for foreign labor. However, time-limited contracts may make it difficult for businesses to execute strategic goals and make long-term plans. Besides that, there will be uncertainty regarding immigration status among the foreign workers. In conclusion, to effectively mitigate the negative impact of foreign workers on the local workforce, a thoughtful and comprehensive strategy is essential. Strategies such as labour market evaluations, targeted skill developments, and economic diversifications is essential. In conclusion, the presence of foreign workers can bring about both positive contribution and challenges for host countries. Careful consideration must be given to the potential negative impacts on the local workforce and society. Challenges such as job market competition, labour rights issues, strain on public services require strategic interventions to ensure a harmonious coexistence. That is all from me. Thank you.